What's going on YouTube? It's Buckets here, and today I would just like to say that I've reached 100 subs, and I'm very happy. And today I have an extra long tutorial, and a lot of people have trouble with this plugin, and it's PEX, short for PermissionsEx. And so let's get started. And basically, I'm just going to tell you how to, permission nodes, explain what they are, how to set up everything, and I think you guys will learn how to use it pretty easily. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to download is PermissionsEx, obviously, and you can find that on DevBucket. I'll also have it linked in the description. And also, this isn't necessary, but I highly recommend it. Notepad++, it's also a very great, program to help you use PEX. It's not just for PEX, but, so let's get started. So after you've downloaded these two, you've installed Notepad++, you're just going to, drag this into your, server, and just get this going. Alright, just run your server. This might take a while, because I have a different build, but it will work. Alright, and after your server has, loaded the plugin and everything, it said done, you can just stop your server. Right. Sorry, I have dual monitor, so I don't know if you can see this stuff. Okay, so then you just want to go into your plugins folder and make sure it made your PermissionsEx folder. Okay, so after you go into your PermissionsEx folder, you can just click on this, right click, and hit edit with Notepad++, and then that's just, I have an older version. I just get rid of this. Okay, so, oops, wrong one, sorry guys. You want to go to the permissions, my bad, and edit with Notepad++, and then this is what you're going to get. So, do not delete this. This is just your group names. So, here is your group name here, default. I'm just going to change this to member, and it'll be easier instead of having a default. So, member. And you also always want to have colons after stuff, except for the permission nodes, which are right here. So, okay, so what default means here, it means when the people join your server, is just going to be the group that they start off in. So, say I'm just going to make a quick owner group real fast. Default. Ah, shoot. Sorry. And also, every time, let me explain this, because this gets me a lot and it tricks you. So, say you just hit enter and you start typing it, it's going to be red. You can't do that. So, what you have to do is hit enter and then backspace and then space it again 4 times. I don't know why it does that, but I don't know. And then you're just going to go permissions. And also, always have the colon after the end. So, basically, if I had the owner group, and had it so whenever they join, it's true, they could grief the server, or whatever you're doing. But since I have it false, they're not going to be in the owner group. They're going to be in the member group, and I'll show you how to do prefixes and stuff in a bit. But, so, that's just one thing to watch out for. Make sure that's true if you're making a member group, or like a guest group, or a user group, whatever. And then, stuff like that. So the next thing is inheritance. Or actually, no, I'll get on to permission nodes. Permission nodes are, they let the player use commands such as like /fly and stuff. So if I wanted to make myself be able to use /fly, I already know the permission node because I know a lot of them since I'm a server owner. But the permission node is you always have to have backspace and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then also have to have the hyphen, then the space, and then essentials.fly. That's the permission node, and if I want to make it so I can have game mode, you just gotta backspace it out. Essentials.gameMode. And I will also link you guys to a list of permission nodes for essentials, but the other plugins, all you have to do is this. So silk spawners, I don't know if you guys know what that plugin is, but it allows people to mine spawners with silk touch, and I usually use that for donators on my server. But so usually if you search the plugin up, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff as like this. You're just gonna wanna, most big plugins have like a table of contents. You're just gonna wanna go down to permissions. And right here, it'll either link you to another page or it'll have like bullets like this, but it says you can find a list of permissions here. So you're gonna click that. and it'll bring you to the permissions here. These right here are all the permissions for this plugin. So I'm just gonna allow myself, I'm not gonna use this plugin as an example, but you can see right here, and what this little asterisk here, so what this little asterisk here does, in that plugin, it allows you to have every command. Modifier world just allows you to build and stuff, but it allows you to have every command in that plugin. So if I were to do, essentials.all like this, or not .all, but, and then the asterisk there, I would have all, of the commands that I could use in essentials. And also, I forgot to mention this, but for owner group, you're going to want to be able to have every command. So what you want to do, this allows you to have every command in all of the plugins without typing it in like this. And then like this. Instead of doing that for every plugin, there's just an easier way to do this. Oops. So it'll be this. You want to do right here, and then asterisk, and then there again. And this little symbol thingy here gives you all the commands in every single plugin instead of like I explained earlier. But now I'm going to move on to inheritance, which allows you to like, say I had a donator group. I do inheritance, and then you hit enter, backspace 1 2 3 4, and then up, and then the group of the name, and then the name of the group. And I'm gonna make that right now. I'm just gonna make it don't. Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. My mic died on me. So anyways, so I'm gonna make the donator group right now. So I just wanna do donator hyphen, or not hyphen, colon. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention, everything after the group you wanna line up. So it's all in line, like right here. Alright, so we'll do default. Sorry. Okay, so basically what inheritance does is it allows a group from this, like here, to inherit the commands from here. So you don't have to type them again. It just saves a lot of time. So what you want to do is inheritance. If you want, this group shouldn't have inheritance. Sorry, guys. So basically, if I want to be able to, instead of typing like this all over again, instead of typing that over and over again, for here and for every other group that I make, what you can do is use inheritance, which allows you to inherit the commands, like I said earlier. So what you want to do is inheritance, and then enter, and then remember you have to backspace out, and then the hyphen, and then the group of the name, or the name of the group, and mine's right here, so member, I'm just going to copy and paste it right there. And basically, instead of me typing like all these permissions again, I can just simply have my donator have the same permissions as a member, and I can also add some in. So I'm just gonna give essentials.mute, so my donator can have essentials.mute, which is a bad idea. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into the prefix and the suffixes, but a lot of people don't use suffixes, but you can if you want. So the prefix is like this, and then you want to do space, and here. Okay, so you also have to close, you have to end the prefix. Like, this won't be in your prefix, but this is how PEX reads that it's in your prefix. So if you want to have colors in your prefix, I'll link you guys a list of color codes. And basically what you do is, say I want to have a dark little oh god, I can't even think of it. Sorry guys, I just can't think. But bracket, that's it. If you don't have a dark bracket here, you can just do Andy is like really dark gray, and then the bracket, and then you'll have another color. So I'll just have and7 because members, in my opinion, shouldn't really stand out in the chat, and donators should. So and7 is like a lighter gray, I'm just gonna do a member and then and8 and close it off with the brackets here, and then you'll get these red brackets. But that doesn't mean anything. And if you keep it like this, so it says and8 after the shield here, your member's chat will be dark gray. So if I want it to be white, I'll do and_f because that's what white is. And once again, I'll link you guys the color codes. And this and symbol indicates, like, it won't be in your prefix, but that just indicates that it's a color, and it won't read the 8. It'll just make this right here, the color of what you chose. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the suffix. Right here, it's the same thing. I'll just do my server colors. Okay, so I'll do that. And actually, you don't need here. If you're gonna have a suffix and a prefix, which I don't recommend. I mean, you can, but I don't recommend it. And you're gonna have a suffix and a prefix. If you don't need the and_f to make the chat white, in the suffix you would add that. If you guys don't understand what I mean, I'll explain it in just a second. So basically, whenever they talk, whenever they're gonna talk in chat without the suffix, I'm just gonna copy and paste this. So say they didn't have the suffix, after member it'll be white. Like their chat will be white, like what they talk in, like the text of their chat. But if you have the suffix here, oops, and you don't need the and_f here, which makes it white, because the suffix will be after their name. And like so basically here, let me type this out down here. It'll basically be like this. Their prefix is here, and then your in-game name is here, and then you have the suffix here. So basically that's what it's going to look like, but whatever you put in, I mean, it takes up a lot of room, but it'll do. So that's how you do prefixes and suffixes, and there's also ranks, but I don't actually find a use for them. Like, I don't know. But there's no use for them in my opinion. Like I haven't even, like I've been a server owner for about a year now, and I haven't even like found a use for them. So, if you guys want to learn about ranks, which I don't think are necessary, I'll link you to NumeroUno. He's another guy. He does bucket tutorials, and I'm just gonna go in game. I'm gonna save this. Oh, one more thing. I just remembered this. Okay, so there's an online parser, which allows you to check if your code that you wrote in this is correct. So, everything should be correct that I have down right now. Okay, line 20, column 1. Let me check. It's probably a colon area or something. Oh no, I just have to delete this. Okay, there. That doesn't really matter whenever you save it, but I'll just make it say, I'll show you an example. Okay, so if you have everything right, it should turn out what you have like this. But if I delete a colon for the donator, it'll come up with an error. But if I put it back, no error. So, just let me save this again. And I'm gonna run the server now. Just give me a second. Run. Get into Minecraft. Alright, just give it a couple seconds. And I'll show you some commands in game so you don't always have to do it manually. Alright, so let's join server. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is opt myself. Oh, I have to do by console, sorry. Do I need Essentials chat? I think I do. Do I have Essentials? Dang it. Okay, sorry guys. I need Essentials chat. Just give me a second. Also, you're gonna need Essentials chat. My bad, guys. Alright, just download Essentials really fast. Sorry about that. I totally forgot about that for the prefix and stuff. So let me get essentials up here. I'm using my dual monitor, so if you see my mouse going off the screen, that's why. Okay. Take all this, drag it into your plugins folder, reload your server. Okay. There we go. Sorry, so you need Essentials chat. Let me get rid of that, because this snow is very annoying. So you need Essentials chat, and after I got that, it worked. And so let's see there. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like, with the suffix, but without the, like, the suffix looks pretty ugly. But, so I'm gonna opt myself again and show you some commands in game. Okay, so you just do /pex, it'll just show you the original. So pex, if you want to set your group, like I'll set my group to owner. I don't know if I can, but in game, yeah, I have to do it in the console. So I do /pex user cbear1616 group set owner. So I would just do /pex user cbear1616 group set owner. So what you would do is pex user and then the person's in-game name, which in this case is mine, which is cbear1616, and then group set and then the name of the group, and the name of my group that I have was owner and member and donator. So I'll just do that. And if I talk, I didn't make a prefix or suffix for that, and now as you can see I don't have the member prefix, but let me make a prefix for the donator so I can show you guys, just in case you don't get this. So I'll save. Sorry about this. And also, capital letters do, see, there you go. Donator. Capital letters do, matter, so if I were to do this, I think they do, so if I didn't use the lower... Ugh, I hate doing this. I don't know why it doesn't work in game. I think you have to be, like, the owner and then change it. Yeah, capitals do matter. So if I do this. Yeah, capitals do matter, so be careful with your caps. That's about it. If I didn't explain something, that you guys didn't like, or not didn't like, but didn't, like if you wanted to know something, like you already know some pecs, but you needed to know something, just, let me know in the comments, because I just got back from Florida, and, I'm extremely tired, and I need to get a video out because I hit 100 subs, and I'm so happy. I never thought I'd get there. But sorry for not uploading. I was in Florida for about 2 or 3 weeks, and also I'm gonna add some new stuff to the channel. I don't know if you guys will like this, but I'll try and get 2 videos out a week. I just need some ideas for plugins, and that's about what I'm gonna do. And also the other thing I was adding to the channel is factions, Dagon rating, stuff like that. And so if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If it was too long, sorry, but text does take a while to get used to, so if you don't get it, just keep watching. That's how I learned, and I'll link you guys to NumeroUno, the guy who does the ranks. So see ya.